everybody, welcome back to my channel. Mia here. Today's video is going to be a very laid back, just let's chat, let's catch up kind of video. I have been uploading videos normally, but those videos were pre-recorded, so I haven't actually sit down to record a video in about 2 weeks or so. Therefore, if I sound a little bit out of it, is because I've falling out of the habit of recording videos regularly. First and most exciting news is that I had my baby. My baby was born on February 12th of 2018, of course. She was born in the early afternoon at 4:26 p.m. and she was a big baby. She was 8 pounds and 6 ounces, which was unexpected because I really thought she was gonna be a much smaller baby. But yeah, everything went very well. I had a perfectly normal and healthy delivery. Everything was really good. The baby was born healthy. It was everything I hoped for and more. I was in labor for about 12 hours until I had the baby. But it all worked out, and I'm really excited to have my little girl with me. She is perfect in every way. She's actually hanging out with her daddy right now. He's watching over her while I sit down and make a quick video so I can chat with you guys. So yes, that's the most exciting news. It's been so interesting to learn all the things that I've been learning throughout the last 2 weeks. It's been quite the journey. When she was first born, in the first few days, it was really hard because she wasn't sleeping at all. I really wanted to just breastfeed and only breastfeed her. I didn't want to use any formula whatsoever, so that was the plan. I had told the doctor that, everyone was aware. So as soon as she was born, they gave me the baby, and right away we tried to get her to latch, and she was really good. She latched first try, and I started breastfeeding her right then and there. So it was all working pretty good. The problem is that I wasn't producing enough milk for her. So I was just strictly breastfeeding her pretty much until very recently that I started to mix breastfeeding her and formula, because she was not sleeping. She was not sleeping at all. She was just very restless, always crying, and is because she was hungry. We were not sleeping either, so it just got to a point where I was starting to worry about her health, as she was not eating pretty much. Not because of lack of trying. I had called different nurses because they give you a few numbers you can call if you have any questions and whatnot. So I called a few different nurses and I talked to them about it, and they were all just very encouraging, and they just kept telling me, don't worry, the more you try to breastfeed her, the more milk you will create. But I was breastfeeding her pretty much every half an hour to every hour, and still she was just crying nonstop. She was not resting, and that went on for over the first week. So at that point I just started to get really worried that she was just not getting what she needed, and pretty much I gave it and started mixing it with formula. So that is what I'm doing at this point. Still, I am pumping milk out because she just got used to the bottle very quickly, and now it's just impossible for her to latch. I try and she just doesn't want to anymore. So unfortunately, that's been very depressing because I really wanted to just breastfeed her. And I feel really bad about it. I feel like I should have pushed through a little longer, but I was just starting to get really worried about her not getting what she needed, and I kind of panicked, and that's what happened. And since then, being a new mom is difficult because you just worry about every little thing. It's crazy, just all the stuff that goes through your head when it comes to your baby, because you don't really know what you're doing. You're learning as you go, and every time they make a weird noise, you worry. I mean, I'm sure that the nurses her doctors are just tired of me because every time I go there I have so many questions and I'm always calling. But you know what, that's in my opinion, the right thing to do. If you have a question, if you're not sure, ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. It's okay. It's better to ask and them just being like, oh, that's normal, don't worry about it, than to have that doubt and just be worrying all the time. So that's how that's been going. It's been very, very exciting, and it's been so rewarding. I'm so happy. I'm extremely happy because of that. So yeah, that's been great. Also, we introduced her to Alex already, and oh my gosh, he is in love with his little sister. He wanted to already hold her. It's just the cutest thing. Other than that, when it comes to reading, I have been trying to read, and I think I've done pretty good. I really don't have too much time available to reading, and when I do have time, I end up deciding to use it in other ways. Even though now that she's being fed better, she sleeps better, she still wakes up a lot. It's a newborn, so she wakes up usually every 2 to 3 hours because she gets hungry again. So every time she wakes up, you spend easily half an hour feeding her, making sure she's burped several times so she has a better sleep at night, and then, you know, changing her. By the time you put her to sleep again, easily half an hour went by. And since I'm still trying to get as much milk out as possible, I do try to pump often. So every time I sit down to pump, it's when I try to read. I try to do that when she's sleeping. So I have been reading a little bit, but not a lot. However, I did finish reading 2 books this month already, which is very exciting. I finished reading I Hear Your Voice, and this is by Young Ha Kim. This was the book that Russell from Ink and Paper Blogs picked out for his book club for the month of February. So I'm glad that I was able to at least finish reading this book and I can participate with that. I actually really enjoyed it. It wasn't a perfect read, but I did enjoy it. I will talk more about it on my wrap-up for the month. But it was good. It was a good read. I enjoyed it. I would have not picked it up if it wasn't for this book club, which is what I'm enjoying the most, honestly, about this experience, that I get to pick up all these books that otherwise I really wouldn't necessarily look for. But yeah, it was interesting writing and interesting story. I enjoyed it. Another book that I finished reading this month is Crystal Power, Crystal Healing. I have been reading this one since last month, I believe, or the month before. No, last month, I think. This is by Michael Ganger, and again, enjoyed it. I thought it was very informative, very interesting. It was a little bit of a drag to read, mostly just because of the format of the book. But other than that, the information, I found it to be very fascinating, and I'm very glad I got to read it. It got me motivated to go and look into purchasing some more crystals. Now I know how to display them, how to benefit from them the best. So yeah, very excited about that. I am currently reading 2 books. Well, I'm also reading the Brother Grimm's fairy tales, but honestly, this month I've not read any of the fairy tales in that book. That's why I'm not really including it here. I don't want to include it in every video. You guys know I'm reading it slowly, so we won't talk about that one. But I am reading Love by Toni Morrison, and so far I'm enjoying it. Once I finish it, I'll talk more about it. Just a little bit disappointed that I haven't finished it yet. It's a very short book. I should have been able to read this in a couple of sittings, but I feel that it's just a slower kind of read for me. But I'm enjoying the story, I'm enjoying the writing, and I'm slowly getting there. I'm about halfway, close to halfway through, so hopefully I do finish it this month. And then I am also slowly getting through The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. This is another book I'm really enjoying. The very beginning of this book was very slow for me to get into, but once I got into it, I'm really enjoying the writing. It's not an action book. There's not a lot of things actually happening. It's a lot of just dialogues between characters, and there's just a lot of plotting, and it's kind of like a mystery. So there's a lot of talking and not a lot of action, but I love the writing. I think the writing is absolutely beautiful, and I'm really enjoying it. So slowly making my way through this. I highly doubt I'll finish it this month, just because I still have ways to go and I'm not reading as much, but nonetheless I'm having a great time enjoying the books that I am reading. I still have hopes of picking up another book. If I do finish reading Love, I'll try to get through another book. And since I had 2 books that I wanted to read aside from this ones this month as well, and that was Beloved by Toni Morrison, and also An Untamed State by Roxane Gay. I don't think I'll be reading this too. I don't want to really pick them up and then just have, like, again, like last month, a bunch of books that I started that I won't finish. So if I do finish Love, I think I'm gonna pick up Beloved by Toni Morrison. I'm really interested in seeing what this story is about and seeing how much I enjoy it. So that's the plan for my reading goals for the month. I hope I can get some more reading done. I might end up picking some comics. I've been wanting to, but I wanted to stick to my TBR as much as possible this month. But we'll see what happens. I'm not so sure. I've been just trying to read as much as possible while enjoying my new life as a mom, which has been fantastic. I've been having such a good time with that. It's crazy how you can literally spend hours just watching your newborn. All the little faces that they make, like all the cute things that she does, I'm just head over heels. So yeah, I will be hopefully getting back in schedule when it comes to my video recording and uploading. I really don't want to miss on a video, because I know that then it's like working out, you know, you miss one day and your entire schedule goes out the window. So I don't want that to happen with my channel, so I'll try my hardest to get back in tune with it. So again, sorry for this video being uploaded so late. I'll try to have another video up on Wednesday and just continue on with the routine that I've been having so far, because I think it's been working pretty well. Once again, thank you to all of you who have stuck around in my channel from the beginning or have been with me for a while. I really appreciate your support. Thank you to all of you who leave me comments and with whom I can chat constantly through the comment section. And also welcome to all of those of you who have recently subscribed to my channel. I really love having you here, and hopefully you'll stick around for a while here with me. I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go back to enjoying my tea. I've been trying all kinds of crazy things to hopefully increase my breast milk production. So I've been drinking this tea that I've heard it really helps. It's called Mother's Milk, and it's an organic tea, and I've heard it's really good. So I've been drinking loads and loads of this tea, so I'll go back to doing some of that. I've been trying some cookies as well. They're oatmeal cookies that I've heard help with that. I've been drinking a lot of Malta with condensed milk, which I've also heard it helps. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm trying everything I hear. If you guys know of another, you know, thing I can do that will help me, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you've been up to this last week, and I will see you again soon in another video.